Welcome, Rock Antenne listeners. I'm Jule, and today we have Jonas Almén from Royal Republic as our guest. It's nice to have you here. And yeah, on the 7th of June, you will release a new album, Love Cup. I listened to it and I honestly love it. It's really nice. Every song is really nice.
So, cool. I guess we're done here. All right. Thank you. Bye.
So, your new album, Love Cup, is around the corner. How are you doing?
Yeah. Really good. But I'm getting, a bit restless. It's been a while for us since we played. So I'm like a bit anxious to get back on the road and play the new stuff. It's always like that after when you release something new, or it's not released, but when you're about to release something new, you're always like that. You want to play because you're excited. Of course, we're going to play Tom again for 15 years, but we're also very excited to play the new stuff as well to people.
Really nice. So on your release day, you're playing at Rock and Park. Is this your first gig?
No, we have 2 warm-ups, so that's good. Otherwise, it might be like, all right, fingers crossed. So we have 2 warm-ups next weekend, actually. So we're kind of doing a little like preview, a test run. Now, so we're going to do 2 festivals, one in Germany, one in France. And then the week after that, it's go time.
Really nice. Because, you spent your release at Rock and Park. I'm also there, so I'm kind of celebrating with you.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I really love this festival because it's nearby the country I live, the city I live. So why I'm always there, and I'm really excited to see you there. But you spend your release at Rock and Park, but do you also do something as a band, like have a special ritual on release days, or?
Whoa, good question. We might have a beer. I don't know. It's usually when we have release stuff, we're always like forgetting about it. We get so caught up in the whole the cycle of how everything goes. You just like you play, and then sometimes maybe in 2 years we like have a look back. Oh yeah, we should totally have celebrated that. But I think might pop some champagne, a couple of high fives, some fist bumps, hug or 2, and then really like, let's do this. Everybody in the band is ready and just want to go on tour and get it out and start playing.
Really nice. So I had the pleasure to listen to your songs. So many other news magazines described your title Love Cup as kind of an homage to the leather-clad rock and roll bands of the time, where it's also with glitter and so on. Is that correct, or what is Love Cup really about?
Well, basically, it all started out as a silly song title, but it was one of those that really resonated with the band. It stuck. It's just like first time I think Hannes sent out an early demo version of, it was titled Love Cup, and I just, before I even heard the song or the idea, I just knew this is great because the title is so corny. It's one of those. It's so corny and stupid that it's great and awesome. It goes the whole circle around, and I guess all of us are just we're born in the 80s, like the 4 of us. So we grew up with that, and this is kind of like a tribute. We always loved massive snare drums and big rock guitars and some keyboard stuff and synth stuff, and so I just think it just sums it up really nice. And how people choose to interpret it, it's up to them. But for me personally, it's all about we're not gonna arrest you. We just want to make sure that you're having fun.
Okay, yeah, that's a nice message, I would say. So when I listened through your whole album, there were, I would say, a lot of mixed rock genres in it. So some songs are more like disco funk, some are more like rock. Especially My House, Boots, Love Somebody, and Freak Show, I would say are a bit harder. I don't know.
Yes.
And I heard that especially Adam and you are like the metalheads of the band. So I asked myself, is this mix of genres also because of you are also into different music tastes, or why do you have such a variety? Don't get me wrong, I really love that, but
oh, no, I totally understand. Yeah, me and Adam are like metalheads. Like we can stand next to a speaker, blasting like Cannibal Corpse and do headbang just for fun. Like this riff is so cool. Like yeah, it's awesome. And Hannes and Per like, I don't really resonate with this, but yeah, sure, you go ahead, guys. So we've always been into the whole metal, but like our music has always been very eclectic. It's very confusing. I get it. We confuse ourselves sometimes with our music. We just do. It's all about if it feels like the gut feeling is there and it feels good, then we got to do it, no matter like genre or sound and stuff like that. And it's basically like when we write music, it's easy to write music, but it's super hard to write Royal Republic music in a way. It's just one of those when the four of us feel it, like, yeah, this could totally turn into a Royal Republic song, and then we just, no matter the style or the vibe of the song, just like, yeah, we're going to make it a Royal Republic song, whether people would like it or not. It's going to be our song.
Yeah, nice. So, yeah, but I really like it that not every song sounds the same, because that's also the case.
Yeah.
Other bands.
No, I think we would get bored. It's just the same. We're like, well, we're boiling it down from like the 80 or 70 or 80 ideas we had. When it came down to 10, it's like, all right, now this is too much this is too much that. You need a bit of a variety, dynamics, and it should be a nice roller coaster ride when you listen to the album. You don't want to have like the first song sound exactly like the last song.
Yeah.
Some bands are very successful with that recipe, but that's not our cup of tea.
Yeah, but I think it's really refreshing, I would say. So the song Ain't Got Time is about not having enough hours on a day to, do everything. Yeah. Is it also like a criticism of achievement-orientated society that we are?
Yeah. Well, maybe not. I think it was just a lot of the songs when we write, we don't overthink it lyrically. We just find something and we think it sounds good, and we just like, all right, let's build around it. And I think Per came up with that idea at the Ain't Got Time. It just started with like, I think his girlfriend said like, and he asked something and she said, no, I ain't got time for that. Like, ain't got time. And then it started. And it's basically like, yeah, sometimes I guess it feels like you don't have enough time. You wish there was like 25 hours a day instead of 24. Or it's just there's so much going on right now. But it has the nice twist that I make some time for you. So what really matters and what is important, that's what you got to make time for.
Yeah, that's nice.
Well, yeah, I felt like a poet there. Well, cool.
A little bit, yeah. Mm. So, of course, I already listened to the album, but our listeners don't have the opportunity to. So
luxury.
So how would you describe the album in your own words? Like,
let's say like the Weekend Man went out and wanted to go to a club, so he went to Club Majesty. They had a great time, but it started to get a bit out of hand. So then the love coach showed up and make sure that everything is awesome and always awesome.
Okay, thank you. So, is there
that's a quote.
is there a song on the album that means the most to you, or is your personal favorite?
We've been rehearsing for some time now, and it's like, and you feel some songs when you rehearse them, like, all right, it sounds great, and it's also fun to play. And I don't know if I'm allowed. Yeah, I have the tracking list. It's out. Yeah, so Freak Show is a personal favorite of mine because it's a bit different from everything we've been doing before, and it's a lot of fun to play as well. So it's one of those that we're out looking forward to might incorporate in a live set. Let's see.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
So, yeah, are there also any funny stories that happened during the making of the album, or any special guests, something like that?
Let's see, funny story. Sometimes when you get caught up in it, you don't think about it because you're so in the moment, in the present. So you just do stuff and like, I have to get this done and deadline is there and I have to record stuff. But sometimes accidents happen, and which turn out to be very funny. But it feels like my brain just like, no, you don't need that. I'm trying to remember stuff. No, I'm so sorry. It's just been so much other stuff going on when we recorded. It was very hectic. It was like we did 10 songs in 10 days, like laying down the foundations of one song a day. And I know there was laughter and we were fooling around and messing around, but it's hard. It was like 10, 12-hour days straight. And then like, cool, bass, drums, guitar, great. And the brain is just like a big, like mushy sponge after that.
Yeah, but one song a day is also really hard, I would say, right? So
it's insane, I would say. But it's not like we did 5 music videos in 2 days, so why not 10 songs in 10 days? That's even more of an like both are great achievements, but the 5 music videos in 2 days, that's insanity for real. The other one is like, all right, we might make it, gonna be tight, but everything just it worked out, and now it's just, what is it, 2 weeks left?
Yeah, I would say it, right? Yeah.
It's really it's a weird feeling, like you pour your heart and soul out, and suddenly like, oh, now it's done. Now you're gonna tour, and it feels good to finally be there, to be on the other side soon. Because the touring side of is my personal favorite side of like the whole album cycle.
Yeah, really nice. I also, as we play My House really often on our radio. So
that's awesome. Keep it up.
We do. So what is the inspiration for My House, or do you have an inspiration for it?
I think the whole thing started like I had this idea regarding the My House, and I just talked to Hannes about it, and we just like, all right, let's like Royal Republic has always been about if we can make your stuff that's bringing you down, or you're feeling down, or if it's rough, and we can make you forget about that for 90 minutes during our show, then we have accomplished what we set out to accomplish. And the My House is more like, all right, like our show, that's the My House. Everybody's welcome and enjoy yourself. And it turned out to a great party song there. And the funniest part is still, I remember when we were working on the demo, was basically like we came after the second chorus, like, all right, what should happen here? And then it's like, are there a few avenues we haven't really explored? Yeah, like the disco techno crappy rap that's going on went down in the 90s. Like, you just found a word and then you did easy rhymes on it, and that turned out actually to be really fun, and it's a funny part of the song. So it's a small homage to the 90s as well. A lot of 80s, but some 90s as well.
Okay, really nice. Yeah, a nice song. That's kind of where I discovered you. Yeah.
Oh wow, nice. Yeah. We have a lot of albums before that. You can check it out.
Yeah, I also love Annalie. That's also really nice.
Nice.
Okay, so the earlier days, you have been on tour with bands like Social Distortion, The Subways, the Toten Hosen, which is one of the biggest rock bands in Germany, I would say, and Blink-182.
One of the nicest. Sorry, I just wanted to say Toten, and also one of the nicest rock bands as well. Great guys.
So, did they inspire you in a way?
I guess it just made us want to achieve what they have achieved, like career-wise. It's one of those, like, all right, they worked hard. They had a nice breakthrough, and they also, especially speaking about Toten also, because those I think we did Social Distortion once and Blink-182 once. But we've been supporting Toten also several times. And also, like, after all these years, after all this success, nothing went, what is it called, like, up their heads, the egos and stuff. They're super nice and kind people. And if we're able to achieve success and also stay humble and that kind, then that's very inspiring to see them in that regard.
Okay, really nice.
Yeah.
So,
but we're Swedes, so we're kind of like, we're always humble is like the default setting for a Swede.
Okay, so next year Royal Republic will be of age, so you're turning 18, and over the years,
legal, yes.
Have you discovered some rituals as a band before you go on stage, before you have a gig?
I think we have tried a few. Nothing really stuck. I think the latest one we have now, which I really like, is basically an hour before the show. That's kind of where it's not lockdown, because we had that and that sucks. But it's like, all right, everybody, just the band now, and start getting mentally ready for the show. And everybody can do their own thing in their own pace. Like, Adam is like the first to get dressed, get in the stage clothes. I'm a good second. And then like everybody's doing kind of their own thing, getting ready, and getting just ready in their own way for the show. But everybody works differently. But it's kind of cool. We had, like, on the previous tour, we always used to stand behind the stage when, and we had Turbo Lover before we started our set. And that was kind of good. All right, let's get the adrenaline going. So, yeah, I don't really know the perfect ritual yet. Still working. It's a work in progress. But maybe after 20 years, we might have a good solid ritual.
If we talk, then I will ask you again.
Yeah. How about the ritual? What?
So we are lucky that you're playing in Germany.
Yeah.
The festivals.
No, we are lucky.
So are you also going privately on festivals? So are you a private festival junkie, or?
I used to be. No time anymore. But what we do is like, everywhere we go to, every festival is like, all right, which other bands are playing? And then we just like, all right, cool, I want to see this, I want to see this. When are we playing? When do we have to get ready? Damn it, I'm going to miss this. That sucks. And but we always want to see other bands when we are on festivals. So that's great. And Rock and Ring, Rock and Park is really good, because they always have like a really strong lineup. So it's always something that you want to see. The only thing that might be a bit bummer, like, all right, I want to see this band. Yeah, but they're playing tomorrow. Like, no. Because you do Rock and either do Rock and Ring or Rock and Park. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Then you swap. So you just be on the festival for one day, then you go to the next one.
But is there any band that you want to listen to at Rock and Park? Because I think it's also the same lineup on every day, I would say.
Yeah.
So
to be honest, I haven't been able to check out the lineup yet. I have to do it after. It's basically one of those, we do it on the same day. Or our crew is also really good at like, all right, this is the band. Like, we've seen a lot of great acts. I've seen Muse was awesome. First time I saw them at the Rock am Ring, and was it 2 years ago now? And I saw Deichkind. That was like one of those, like when I saw that, like what is going on? What is this? It's just complete kindergarten on stage.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, I also have seen them, and it's like a big party, and we were so, like, I don't know, a lot of meters away, so really in the back of the stage, and it was still really nice and a big party. So Deichkind is really, really fun.
Yeah.
And but I know that on Friday there will be Billy Talent and Green Day. That's the big one.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we also support Billy Talent, so it's great. Then we can walk up. That's also cool with festivals, like the exclusive area, the backstage area. There's like all the bands are there, and then you just meet up. Haven't seen each other for like years, and then festival season is really good, like catching up. Like, hey, how you been? How you doing? And like, what's happening? Yeah, we're touring. Yeah, me too. So it's I really, really like festival season.
Really nice. How was it with Billy Talent?
Super nice guys, Canadians. You know, they're like Europeans in a way, I would say. So we're super nice, and I have a nice chat with them. And really, really great band as well. So yeah, cool.
I also really.
Yeah.
So I actually could ask you other questions, but the time is running, so I will end this interview right now. So thank you so much for your time. I hope you have a successful album release, and I will be the loudest in the audience.
Awesome. I will look for you. Like.
Really nice. So yeah, and also have a nice tour in winter in Germany. And yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.